from my experience, you can encourage a lot of productivity and a lot of amazing work product and really skilled lawyers by giving them space and time and not forcing them to have to go through some kind of some kind of trial that just because it was the way that we used to do it in the culture. Like, what would I have appreciated back then? Firms have an opportunity to change the things that in the past that we can now see were unhealthy or even toxic, and to not repeat those mistakes or to repeat the things that we're now hearing have led people to leave the profession. When everybody's in a healthy place and everybody's at a place where they're positioned, to give the work the attention it needs, you're doing more meaningful work, you're more efficient at it, you're enjoying it more.
Time to plan my week. I like to look at Mondays and go, what do I have this week? What do I have next week? How do I plan? And to know I'm not going to be interrupted is really nice and just really sets me up for success throughout the week.
They're very efficient with technology, and that's something that has reduced stress for them because they are simply very efficient at it. And that efficiency leads to less time on tasks and allows them to complete things a lot quicker. So we've invested in that in terms of technology and in terms of better systems for home offices as well.
And one of the things that we want to do is look at some culture in the system and destigmatizing some of the discussions around mental health, and that the legal culture needs to change and be more human. I think it should be part of the agenda of every kind of meeting is to do a check-in.
I think you have to make the time. I mean, we have, again, jumping back to the idea of our weekly meeting, it's in the calendar and you have to come unless you have a court appearance. And then in doing so, sure, it's not an hour that you're billing and collecting on, but the return on the investment of your personal investment is huge. Make small changes at the outset and you don't start communicating, it's easy to get caught up in the hamster wheel of work.
The way this was conducted in terms of going to the individuals that you would see as being in the leadership roles in the firm was the right way to do it. And I think that you have to connect with those individuals and almost in a sense get buy-in there that they then will deal with it in their firms. I truly do think that it's something that is going to be very incremental. I was dealing with a lawyer not long ago who clearly was coming apart, and whether it was stresses in or out of the office, and his ability to deal with the issue was impaired because he could not stick to the issue, deal with the issue effectively. And I think all of us are like that. We all know that when we're stressed, we're not able to deliver our best. Whether it's to the client, whether it's to people in our own offices, whether it's to, kind of opposing counsel.
When I've been able to slow things down, be more present, have space to breathe, I find I'm the most productive, even on a kind of billable hours, indicator, and other indicators, right? Other things that I'm trying to accomplish that aren't necessarily billable, but I find that my productivity across the board increases once I've slowed things down, which it's sort of counterintuitive, isn't it? You think that the busy lawyer is the one who's the most successful.